My top boss, today we are learning about installation of an instant shower head. Step by step. It is very simple. Let us get right into it.
Now for this, we will definitely require the instant shower head, the heat gun to make the joint, and an RCCB. Very important device right there. We also need a DP switch, which will activate the instant shower.
Now for this instant shower head, what we normally have that is very important is the rating that is written here. This instant shower head draws 20 to 25 amperes. That is the current drawn from that circuit. Therefore, it has to be wired with a cable which is 4.0 mm square. That is the cross-sectional area. This cable comes all the way from the consumer unit and goes to the switch. This switch is referred to as a DP switch, a double pole switch. It switches both the neutral as well as the phase. The connection is such that it looks like that. As you can see, we have the provision here for 4.0 cables, and then we have this pipe. This is the plumbing area. Once the plumbing has been done, it means that once you turn on that tap, water will flow through here. And once it flows through there, it will definitely come all the way to that shower. This cable goes inside there, and the water that is flowing through will be in contact with that earth wire. You see, it has been stripped part of it so that the water flowing will be in contact with it, so that any excessive charges that may be in the water will definitely be earthed. This is an instant shower head that was installed somewhere, so allow me to use it. Ignore these connections that was here. So this is what we are going to do. We're going to thread tape it at this point. What you need to do is to first of all ensure that the threads go all the way in before you can now start doing the general thread, right? So I think that is enough. So our thread is well covered right there. Then all we need to do is to definitely ensure that we install the shower like that to go all the way like that. Great. So that is the plumbing work that we are done with it. And now once you do that, before you can make the terminations, you allow the water to flow so that you don't have any leakage at this point. Once the water is flowing and there is no leakage, now it is time for us to do the electrical work. Now, because I don't want to use another shower head, I will simply use this one. What we do now is to ensure that we cover these cables with the plastic conduit or the flexible conduit. This is what I mean. All right. So at this point, another important thing that I would like to bring to your attention is that these cables are 4.0, all of them, including the earthing. All right. And when it comes to the instant shower head, we are provided with these white cables, the two, and then the green cable. Now, either of these two cables can be connected to neutral or the line or the phase or the live, and the other one can be connected to the neutral, or the return. So the white cables are usually connected to either the neutral or the phase. All right. And then, of course, the other cable, which is the earth connection, is connected to the earth cable, as you can see. All right. So now, because these cables are usually lying on this metallic conduit here, we want to ensure that the customer is very safe by simply inserting these conduit all the way in. So I will simply just place it over there, assuming that is the provision, because in most cases that is what we have. And then I will cut it at this point, remove the excess, and then run that all the way. All right. So I have my cables there to ensure that our customer is safe. That is what I do.
Now, you will agree with me that joints in electrical play a key role when it comes to the integrity of that installation. You can clearly see what was happening here. This definitely is a wrong type of joint. So for us here at Top Heights Electricals and Electricians, we ensure that the joint is a perfect one and a waterproof one. Because this is inside the bathroom, there will be steam that will be generated. That is why we use the heat shrink sleeves that are waterproof. And using that heat gun to generate hot air, that is how we shrink the sleeves and leave them watertight.
So this is what we have. Now, once you are done with that part, you will agree with me that there are three things here that will save you. Having this will definitely mean that the work done will look great as well as protect the customer. Another thing is to ensure that that flexible conduit is not left like that. You use this. This is what we refer to as cable ties. And then because the flexible conduit has somewhere that you had introduced a joint right here, so you ensure that you use this tape because inside the shower room there is always steam generated. So it is at this joint here, as you can see, where we now use our tape to ensure that cover that gap, so that in case there is steam generation, we are definitely safe, or we guarantee our customer that safety, right? So you also don't leave that flexible conduit like that. You use these cable ties starting all the way from here to that. At that point, you can see it is already turning out to be so great. And then at this point, also do the same. Once you have done that, you don't leave all of these hanging like so. Simply cut them. So you cut those, and look at what we have now, my top boss. From there, looks great, looks safe. My top boss, this is not the only type of instant shower head that we have been installing. There are several others. I can give you an example of this one. I will also be guiding you through on how to install this one. It is a bit complicated than this one, but definitely very, very simple once you master it. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed so that you don't miss an episode. My name is John Gatehi, and this is Top Heights Electricals and Electricians. Goodbye for now.